Hi everybody, Brian here. I am in Epcot, as you can see by Spaceship Earth and the Guardians of the Galaxy building right there. And it is the International Food and Wine Festival. It is a very, very warm mid-September weekend. And I asked you, my viewers, to suggest a few videos that I could do for food and wine that aren't just, an overview of food and wine. And one of you, whose name I forget, but I'll put it right here, suggested this one, and it is finding a place to eat. Now, not finding places to get food. It's Food and Wine Festival. There are quite literally 100 of those right now. But finding a place to actually eat that food. You see, they set up these little tables, like that one right there, and they're just standing room, place to eat, but they get pretty full when the Food and Wine Festival really gets going in the evenings. So this viewer suggested I find physical places to eat, places that maybe are shaded or quieter or just nicer to sit in. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I am starting right here in the Morocco pavilion. This is my favorite pavilion here. It is so nice, and there are so many little quiet spaces within the street. So I'm gonna check those out and see how many people are there, and if there are benches or places that you could sit to enjoy food and wine. So I'm in the Morocco pavilion, and I think I've got one already. I am not far from the promenade. Right back there is where you walk in. But over here, into this little courtyard, there is not many people here. These people just walked in, but it is very well shaded. There are benches. There are 4 benches in here. Right now, only one has one person on it. I definitely think if you are getting food from, the Belgian or Morocco or even France pavilions, this is not a far walk to get in here. Okay, I've moved into the France pavilion. This one is not particularly elegant, but it will work. This arcade right here, in between the gardens and the area where Impressions de France are, is shaded. It is an overhang. There is enough space in there that you could sit if you really wanted to, but you're sitting on the ground, so not great. I actually came over here to check these gardens, which are okay. There are walls and things to sit on, as you can see, but there are quite a few people back here. The problem is from the France kiosk of food and wine, which is right there, you can very clearly see these gardens. And Aurora meets back here, so, and a lot of it, this whole front part here is in the sun, so the gardens aren't gonna work. The arcade, maybe, if you're in a pinch, but France Pavilion, maybe not the best. Another decent place to eat is actually right here. This is kind of in the shadow of the Imagination Pavilion, which is right back there. They have a couple booths here. They have Active Eats, Earth Eats, and Coastal Eats. But in the middle, they have a lot of this AstroTurf grass and quite a few tables. I am back here in this corner, and there's this big, long, curved bench tables. There are 4 tables open, most of the benches open. It is 5 o'clock on a Saturday here at Food and Wine, and there is a lot of space back here, so might be able to find some spots here, in fact, and it is, shaded-ish from the sun. The Canada Pavilion here might be a good option. Again, right now it is in sunlight, but these couple levels here, there are tables there, and that lower one way down there near the water is the main promenade. Then there's some tables, some benches, and up here some more benches. And right now, very few people. They're all in the sun. That might be why no one's sitting at them. But later in the day, you might be able to sneak up here without too many people noticing. Over here in the UK Pavilion, there's actually a lot of street places to eat. This is one of the few pavilions that has curbs, and there's a lot of curb space that you can come and sit and eat. And depending on the time of day, you could even be in the shade. And if you get the right spot, you could feel some of the air conditioning coming from the open doors of the shops right there. Back here in the garden area, even more spaces. We've got benches over there, stairs, and only some of them are taken right now. There are people that have found this area back here, but not nearly as many as out there, that's for sure. More towards the front of the UK Pavilion, the curbs are a little bit lower, a little bit harder to sit on. You're almost sitting on the ground at this point. But as you can see, there is nobody here but me. So now I am in the China pavilion here. This is a wonderful, beautiful pavilion. Now right here, this is kind of the museum back here that, you know, not a lot of people come to. And there are several benches, shade, and no people really. Little area back here by some of the gift shops. This is oftentimes a good area. There's really only one bench. Right now it is in the sun. But might be worth a shot if you're right in this area. And actually walking through the China Pavilion is never a bad idea. It is gorgeous over here. There's also a path on that far side over there that is nice and usually not that busy, but right now Mulan is meeting over there, so at the moment it's quite busy. Italy Pavilion here now. Okay, this is all full sun, so not good on a sunny day. But this area over here near the water where the gondolas are, just look how much space there is. They will occasionally do dessert parties and other events during, you know, for illuminations later in the day. But there is just a ton of space, and all of these steps here are great to park yourself on. I thought maybe this would be a good one right underneath that Doge's Palace overhang. But as you can see, there's a lot of people in here. I think this is the best one I've found so far. I am in the American Gardens Theater near the American Pavilion. This is where the Eat to the Beat concerts take place, but they don't start until 5:30 in the afternoon. So before that, there is just a metric ton of seating, much of it shaded, and nobody here. Some of it is roped off. The ones under the cover up front are roped off. There's a couple rows in the middle here that are roped off, but everything else is pretty open. And there's almost nobody here. Now, once it gets to about 4 o'clock, I would say, in the afternoon, you're probably not going to be able to sit here because they're going to be getting ready for the Eat to the Beat concerts. But up until then, that's what. Thank you very much for watching. Be excellent to each other.